Good evening. I'm Jane Steinkamp, Assistant Superintendent of Educational Services for the San Joaquin County Office of Education. I would like to welcome you to our 10th annual Teacher of the Year celebration. Tonight's event is being hosted by the Premier Community Credit Union and the San Joaquin County Office of Education. Typically, I would be looking at a room full of teachers, classified staff, principals, board members, family, and friends, all of whom would have come together tonight to celebrate what is best about our profession. Talented, caring, committed educators who make the difference in their students' lives every day. But as with so many things this year, we have had to make adjustments to ensure the continued safety of our community. It is my hope that as you tune in tonight, each of you is surrounded by peers, friends, and loved ones who have joined in virtually to support you in this prestigious recognition. As a nominee for the San Joaquin County Teacher of the Year, you have been called out by your peers as the best among so many talented educators. Congratulations. This evening, we will begin by honoring our Teacher of the Year finalists and then announce the 2020 San Joaquin County Teacher of the Year. Before we begin, I'd like to thank several San Joaquin County Office of Education team members that made tonight's event possible. My deepest appreciation goes to our public information officers, Zach Johnson and Carly Sexton, for deftly handling all of the week's social media aspects. To Code Stack Media for producing tonight's event, to our Blue Ribbon Committee members for selecting the nominees and the winner, as well as our planning committee, Jess, Kelly, Daniel, and Lisa. Thank you all for your ongoing support of the educators in our county. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce the County Superintendent of Schools, James Musalimas.
Good evening. I'm James Musalimas, the County Superintendent of Schools, and I would like to welcome you to the San Joaquin County Office of Education's annual Teacher of the Year Awards ceremony. Unfortunately, due to the COVID crisis, we will not be celebrating in person, but we still want to honor and highlight 5 of the most outstanding teachers in our county. First, I would like to thank Jane Steinkamp, our Assistant Superintendent of Educational Services, for organizing this event. I would also like to thank the Premier Community Credit Union for their continued sponsorship and support of this event. It is through their generosity that we are able to provide our honorees with significant cash awards. Each year, I look forward to this celebration when we honor some of the most amazing teachers in San Joaquin County. Prior to our schools closing in March, I had the privilege of visiting schools and classrooms in most districts in our county. I was consistently impressed with the enthusiasm, dedication, and expertise of our teachers, classified staff, and administrators. When we made the difficult decision to close schools on March 13, teachers quickly transitioned to distance learning instruction to best serve their students during this pandemic. Teachers worked tirelessly to provide online instruction to their students, many while taking care of their own children at home while teaching. I started teaching over 30 years ago, and there is no doubt that public education is much more complicated and challenging today than it was 3 decades ago. Our teachers and staff are asked to serve as parents, counselors, meal providers, nurses, and clinicians, and also provide a rigorous, effective education. That's why this is such a celebration of the incredible work that these 5 teachers do each day. I would like to thank each of you for your tireless service to our students, for your commitment to providing the best education possible to each and every child in our county. Congratulations to all of our outstanding honorees this evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Jamie. For the 10th consecutive year, Premier Community Credit Union has generously supported this event. Premier Community Credit Union donates the trophies and the cash prizes that each winner will receive. Through their generosity, we are able to honor and award some of the outstanding classified and certificated educators in our county who tirelessly serve our students. It is my pleasure to introduce the Chief Executive Officer of Premier Community Credit Union, Russell Hagen.
Welcome to tonight's awards ceremony. We are awarding several employees that are part of our educational family in San Joaquin County. And I'm pleased to award these winners on behalf of Premier Community Credit Union. Premier Community Credit Union was founded in 1931, but back then we were known as Stockton Teachers Credit Union. And through the years, we've had several name changes to Schools Credit Union, and finally we became Premier Community Credit Union when many neighbors around our area asked us if they could join the credit union too. And so that is how the evolution of Premier Community came from Schools Credit Union. And we are very happy to be part of tonight's ceremonies. It's an unusual event tonight, of course. I'm speaking to 3 people right now. Normally there's a room of, 100, 150 people, and we're all having dinner right now. But this is, we don't know what to name this event, if it's a decade of awards that we've done for the school teachers, or if this is our first annual COVID-19 awards ceremony. So I'll let you pick whichever one it is, but it is different. I know of a story that was told to me a long, long time ago of a teacher that asked one of the students why he was always absent on Monday. And the young man said to his teacher, "Well, teacher, Monday is laundry day, and so we stay home." Broke the teacher's heart, and she took the young man to a store and they bought another pair of school clothes so that he could attend more than the 4 days a week. And that young man turned out to be my father. And so we know through education you can achieve many great things, and how important it is that students get a proper education. We're just really grateful that we can be part of this event tonight. We're just very blessed with so many great teachers that will be awarded tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Russell, and thank you for your ongoing support of our classified and certificated staff. Since 1972, the state of California and the San Joaquin County Office of Education have been recognizing outstanding teachers for their dedication and commitment. Since that time, the San Joaquin County Office of Education has recognized 44 outstanding individuals as the County Teacher of the Year. 3 County Teachers of the Year, Paulette Bajetti in 1992, Jeff Wright in 2001, and Art Coleman in 2003, went on to be selected as the California Teacher of the Year. Tonight, we have 5 outstanding San Joaquin County Teacher of the Year finalists, and 1 will be named San Joaquin County Teacher of the Year for 2020. So let's begin. Our first nominee is Miss Linda Davis. Linda works at Shasta Elementary School in the Manteca Unified School District. Linda has been teaching for 13 years and was nominated by her principal, Audrey Parker. What is brought to life when an amalgam of the heart of a lion, the protective instincts of a mother bear, the skills of a superhero, and the education of a Harvard University degree are all brought together in one human being? Mrs. Linda Davis, teacher extraordinaire with a flair. She exemplifies both brilliance and a humble servant's heart. Mrs. Davis engages her students to such a degree that they very frequently say, "Time flies by" in her class. They will also tell you how cognitively engaged they are in a way they have not previously experienced. Linda's principal, Audrey Parker, stated, "She is the stuff that Marvel comic superheroes are made of, in the form of an exceedingly humble, dedicated, and successful instructor who has taken students on an academic journey many of whom thought was not possible until they met her. She also added that Davis has the uncanny ability to teach confidence and self-respect to students who naively presumed they were only going to learn about algebra in their year spent with her. Congratulations, Linda. Thank you for challenging students to reach higher, to achieve more, and to be successful in ways they did not expect. Our second nominee is April Egusquiza. April teaches at Farmington Elementary School in the Escalon Unified School District. This was her 27th year of teaching. April was nominated by her principal, George McGinney. Principal McGinney stated, April connects with students and families, and her own commitment to lifelong learning and self-improvement serves as a model to students. He also noted that she rose to the challenge when schools closed in response to the COVID-19 pandemic. April has stepped up to the challenges of shifting learning from within the classroom into a virtual space. Her focus continues to be maintaining equity, using pre-established relationships with parents to ensure that her students receive and make best use of learning materials, and learning about the technological tools available to provide her with a means to continue to positively impact students. Through a mixture of different communication methods such as Google Classroom, email, phone, and Facebook, April has maintained a connection with all of her students and parents through the COVID distance learning timeframe. Perhaps no other compliment or words of praise matter more than those of her students who in the days following site closures sent her simple, straightforward messages. We miss you. April, building relationships and fostering connections that transcend the four walls of a classroom is paramount to having a lasting impact on your students' lives. Thank you for being that kind of educator. Our third nominee this evening is Rachel Hernandez. Rachel works for the San Joaquin County Office of Education Special Education Programs as a high school deaf hard of hearing teacher at Sierra High School in Manteca. This is her 18th year in the program. Rachel was nominated by her director, Katie Iyer. Director Katie Iyer states, Rachel works very closely with the general education teachers on her campus for mainstreaming and integrates students into the campus culture. Her students are more like family, and she is able to share in their accomplishments with them. Rachel pours her heart and soul into her students and their education. Rachel is described as exuding passion for her students and their opportunities to have access and equity in education. She has the ability to engage with each student based on their unique learning style. In addition, Rachel is the campus advisor for the American Sign Language Club. She recently arranged a field trip to Pleasanton to meet with a group of deaf professional speakers. This gave her American Sign Language Club members a sense of the different jobs available for both the hearing impaired and the sign language interpreters, expanding their opportunities and their horizons. This year, Rachel graduated 2 students who started with her as kindergartners. 18 years of impact, translating into a lifetime of success, all because of you, Rachel. Our fourth nominee is Laura LaRue. Laura teaches English to 9th through 12th graders at Bear Creek High School in the Lodi Unified School District. This is her 23rd year in education. Laura was nominated by her principal, Hillary Harrell. Principal Harrell explains what truly elevates Mrs. LaRue as an exemplary teacher is her ability to meet the needs of all students. Ms. LaRue monitors her students very closely throughout her instruction, and she adjusts it as necessary to meet their needs. Most teachers with her level of experience would not ask others for help, but Ms. LaRue continually asks for suggestions, especially for students who struggle. As chair of the most diverse department, Laura is widely respected by her peers for her organization, professionalism, and for the focus and relevancy of her leadership. Laura's greatest power as an educator is that she will never ask someone to do something that she herself would not do. Every day she exemplifies what is best about teaching: hard work, dedication, and an endless belief that all students and all educators are capable of great things. Laura, for your belief in others and for your sacrifices and commitment on behalf of both the student and the teacher, we thank you. Our final nominee is Laura Sutterth. Laura teaches 3rd grade at Lincoln Elementary School in the Manteca Unified School District. She has been at Lincoln Elementary School for 31 years. Laura was nominated by her principal, Randy Fowser. Principal Randy Fowser states, "Mrs. Sutterth is that teacher, the teacher we all aspire to be, the teacher we want our own kids to have, the teacher that makes our younger generation want to be teachers." Parents request her, and visitors to her class rave about the exceptional learning environment that she provides. Not only is Laura's classroom warm and inviting to all, but you can immediately see and feel the connections that she is making with her students. One might assume that 31 years of teaching might slow you down, but not Laura. Her principal explained, "I have never seen her defeated, tired, frustrated, or negative. All I see and feel from Mrs. Sutterth is positive." When asked about distance learning, she responded, "I have never worked so hard in my life." But she said it with a smile and a determination to give her students the very best that they deserve. Laura is described as not only an exceptional teacher, but a remarkable person. Laura, for your positivity, persistence, and professionalism, we are proud to recognize you as a nominee for Teacher of the Year. Thank you for your 31 years of commitment and going above and beyond. So now you have met all the finalists, and it is time to reveal the San Joaquin County Teacher of the Year. The County Teacher of the Year will receive a $1,000 check from Russell Hagen and the Premier Community Credit Union. Chief Executive Officer of Premier Community Credit Union, Russell Hagen, will announce the Teacher of the Year. Russell, back to you.
So now you've got a chance to meet all the people that are being awarded tonight. We have a grand prize for the top award winner for Teacher of the Year. And we are very, very pleased to announce that tonight's winner will be Well, congratulations to Rachel Hernandez from the County Office of Education, winner of the $1,000 Grand Prize Award from Premier Community Credit Union.
Thank you, Russell, and thank you for your continued commitment to this program. And congratulations, Rachel. We are so excited to have you as our County Teacher of the Year. To all of you that are watching, thank you for tuning in to celebrate these wonderful individuals who are making a difference every day in the lives of students in our schools. Public education is a hard job. Their presence in our schools makes this world a better place for each of us. Good night.